Hi guys, Zen Recap here.
Before we start, warning. Spoilers ahead. Today, I'm gonna explain a mystery and thriller movie, called The Nest. There is a harmonious family who is looking for items at the flea shop. The girl, Meg, is suddenly attracted to a teddy bear. She then asks her mother, Beth, to buy her the teddy bear. When she asks the flea about the teddy bear's price, the man says that the doll is given to the girl for free. Even though Beth tries to pay, the man still doesn't want her money. They finally come home from that place after getting the things they want. Unbeknownst to them, in a house nearby, there is a girl watching them through the window. She strangely walks to her family, which turns out to be a nest of parasitic insects. Back to the family, they are in the playground. From their conversation, it turns out that Jack is Beth's newest husband who is a widow. They also talk about their new life, in which they will settle in a house on the outskirts of the city. While they are chatting, their child unwittingly is engrossed in playing with her new teddy bear, until she goes to the forest to chat with the teddy bear. But unexpectedly, there is something moving inside the teddy bear. Until a few moments later, her parents realize that their daughter has disappeared. They immediately look for her and suddenly hear her screams from the forest. Not knowing what happened earlier, they find Meg unconscious and beside her, there is blood on her new teddy bear. 6 weeks later, it seems Meg is texting her mother who is dating with her new father. She continuously texts her mother. On the other hand, they eventually feel annoyed because lately Meg really looks different and doesn't want to be left alone by her mother. She always complains of stomach ache as an excuse. Because of that, they finally go home. It turns out that Meg is not alone in the house. Her mother leaves her to a friend named Marissa. Although she tries to get closer to Meg, but always in vain. Later, Marissa told her parents about Meg's strange behavior, such as the stomach ache she always has. Even her parents are worried if she keeps getting sick like that. After her work is done, Marissa returns to her house. That night, Beth seems to have trouble sleeping because she is constantly thinking about Meg. Shortly after, Meg comes into Beth's room and she is acting weird. As a result, her mother accompanies her to sleep until morning. The next morning, Meg returns to school after her previous accident. However, she as usual doesn't want to be left by her mother and constantly complains of stomach pains. Then the psychologist at the school, Ash, tries to understand what depression she has, but she always refuses. When Beth wants to go back to her office, Meg still insists that she doesn't want to be left at school. As a result, she sadly sits in the school corridor. Not long after, a girl comes to bully her. Meg fights back and something strange happens, something that looks like an insect tail comes out of her mouth. Luckily, the teacher is able to separate them and Meg apologizes as she seems to be being controlled by something strange. At dinner, Meg wants to sleep with her mother, but Jack reasons that she should be independent by sleeping alone in her room. Then the two start a fight, but Beth finally calms them down by obeying her daughter's wishes. She reads a storybook until Meg falls asleep. An annoyed Jack decides to work in the warehouse. Meanwhile, it turns out that Meg is not asleep yet. She comes to the warehouse and does something terrifying. The parasitic insects come out of the teddy bear and attack Jack immediately. The next day, Beth is accompanying Meg, who is having breakfast with excess sugar, while she still doesn't realize where Jack is. Suddenly, she happily accepts the call because she has been accepted for a job, but Meg seems doesn't like it because she doesn't want to be left alone. Later, Beth finds a smelly black liquid on the warehouse floor, while Meg returns to the school, but she feels unhappy. The psychologist again asks her what has been making her behavior so strange lately. She only says that her mother will leave her alone, but her mother is supposed to stay with her waiting for everything to be ready. Obviously, Ash doesn't understand what she means. He suddenly hears an insect-like sound coming out of Meg's body. She unconsciously hurt Ash's hand, but then she apologizes after realizing her actions just now. Soon, Beth is surprised that Meg doesn't look so fussy. In Meg's room, she finds all the dolls are cut in the stomach. When she wants to tell Jack about it, the teddy bear is suddenly on the stairs, causing her to slip and fall unconscious. In her semi-conscious state, Jack and Meg are having a conversation about his mother's readiness. Even when she is conscious, she is again given sleeping pills until she passes out again. It turned out that they had been controlled by something strange. After that, Jack calls Ash and tells him that Meg won't be going back to school. Next to Jack, it turns out that Marissa is already affected by the creatures. Jack then comes to Meg's school to meet Ash with the teddy bear. An argument ensues when Ash tells him that Meg has gone mad and has injured his hand. Without further ado, Jack starts his action using the teddy bear. As the result, Ash has also been controlled by the creatures. In the meantime, the time to fertilize Beth has come. With the teddy bear beside her, Finally, the parasitic creature comes out from inside and wants to enter Beth's body. Fortunately, she manages to get up first and checks the condition of the house. She then sees Jack and Marissa, who each have the creature in their mouths. She asks them both to get away from the house, leaving herself, Meg, and the teddy bear behind. Meg realizes that her followers are waiting for the right time outside. Beth wakes up in the middle of the night and sees that Meg is going into the basement with her dolls. She decides to follow her and discovers that Meg has made a nest out of her doll. She eventually is hit by Jack from behind. After the incident, Beth continues to be given drugs until half sane. With the opportunity, Meg tries to fertilize her mother. She takes her mother to the toilet and starts the fertilization process, making her the main host. Long story short, the family members with Ash are busy cutting the doll's belly. Meg is told by Jack to feed her mother with sugar. Disturbingly, Beth has been made the queen of insects from that time. The doll is used as a vessel for the creature eggs that Beth has produced. In that way, the creatures continue to reproduce. After the dolls are shown, they distribute the dolls to the flea shop, similar to the scene at the beginning of the movie. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.